Losers bracket. We got Oxygen Esports against the Cats, everybody. Another best of 5, and of course we're now down to the top 4 teams already. The Cats, Oxygen Esports, Bangbush, and Chili Mountain. Let's see who moves on through the losers bracket here. Whoever loses this series is out there, and this is the second chance already, so there are no more chances. You have to decide this series in your favor if you want to advance. Tomb of the Spider Queen is our first map. Favorite is Team Oxygen Esports, the Hardos. But already for the teams, obviously, big success. Top 4 means that a decent chunk of the prize money is definitely going to end up on your team. I mean, if you make it into the grand final, even better. 4,000 euros on prize money are on the line here. Again, the entire thing sponsored by Mr. X, hence the X Cup. Here's of the Storm fan from the first hour. That was pretty disappointed as Blizzard cancelled HGC and wanted to help out the competitive scene, and therefore started this whole tournament series. So a big shout out to him and a big thank you for making all of this possible. This is the 4th and for now the last season of the X Cup, but we had tons and tons of amazing games with this, not only through the qualifiers, but of course also in all the playoff matches that we've seen so far. Sergeant Hammer and Lucio both banned against Team Oxygen. That is something that you're going to see a lot. Nobody wants Yasuo to have Lucio, and nobody wants Oxygen Esports to have Sergeant Hammer. They've been playing with that bad boy or bad girl over and over and over again, and yeah, they're just an insane nuisance when they do that. So we get Sylvanas as the first pick. We got also Johanna. I have no idea what is it with Drug here right now, and him pretty much taking another name every single day. He's playing on a different account every single day at this point. So, yeah. Copenhagen on Blaze. We got Yasu on Anduin and Hazu with Jaina. Jaina is probably the hero that in the last couple of weeks surprises me the most, because she was completely out of the meta. She was completely out of it. Nobody played Jaina. And then slowly and steadily, Jaina started to sneak her way back in. First played in maybe like one game, then another, and now she is, for some of the teams, a fairly consistent pick. So Jaina's in, and Medivh is banned. I like that. Medivh being banned makes perfect sense, because lately what Nick has been doing in Tomb of the Spider Queen is just play Medivh, and his Medivh is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And what's even better is the way that the team plays around Medivh. They have incredibly aggressive rotations and also moves into the opponent's backline with portals that help them to get quick kills. But this time they won't be able to make any of these plays, so Nick has to go for something else. But the Cats with another double pick. They got Jojo for some wave clear here. And here we are. We got Brightwing and Hogger. Alright, Brightwing and Hogger, both are in. I wonder if Benny goes for Varian again. If they played Jaina, you could definitely go and play Varian. He did it in the past. I mean, there was a time where he played Varian for weeks and nothing else. And then when Varian was banned, he just played the Nubarak instead. And tried the same style there, just with an ult instead of the level 4. But yeah, they could do that again. Yeah, and there he is. Varian is in, and so is Hanzo. Okay. And we got a Meneldoa with the final pick for game number 1. Again, a best of 5 series in the losers bracket of the X Cup Summer. And let's go. Let's see what the Cats can do against Oxygen. And also which Oxygen shows up today. Who do we get? They're actually hesitant on this one. Third melee or another range damage? It's Genji. Genji in the house, everybody. Tomb of the Spider Queen kicks the series off. Let's go. Tomb of the Spider Queen, the first map in the series, and Copenhagen is opening this up with Blaze. Hazu with Jaina, Bad Benny on Varian. We got Yasuo on Anduin and Nick on Hanzo. Drakia is playing Sylvanas in game number 1. We got Hornio on Johanna, Meneldor on Hogger, Hirath on Genji, and Captain Rax on Brightwing. Yeah, I don't know. Drakia needs to stop getting his accounts banned or whatever is happening there. But first he switched from... what was he yesterday? I can't even remember. Like, he's switching his attacks, his accounts way too often in the last couple of days. So here we go. Level 1 we got for Varian Overpower. And it is party time. This is, of course, Oxygen Esports in the attempt to get revenge against Chili Mountain. There's a couple of teams that currently want to get revenge against Chili Mountain. But the Chilis are once again in the grand final. And I assume that one of the teams that really would like to have another shot at taking them down is also the Bang Bush. Because the Bang Bush played an incredible series in the winner bracket. Honestly, if you haven't watched that series yet between Chili Mountain and the Bang Bush, then you owe it to yourself to check that one out. Be it on Twitch, be it on YouTube when it's released, doesn't matter. But this was probably one of the best, I mean easily one of the best Heroes of the Storm series that we had the entire year. Absolutely incredible. And of course a lot of back and forth, couple mistakes and forced mistakes, but it was so unbelievably good to watch. It was just nuts. Also, what's kind of nuts here is that we are opening with a lot of kills into game number 1 between these two teams. First, a double kill for Oxygen Esports. And now the Cats at least get one hero dropped and are able to eliminate Blaze as they're aiming for the camp down here. But yeah, the action is definitely on. Look at Nick, he's also dead. Nick taken, he's dead, and yep, it's getting problematic. 2 kills to 2. I like it, I'm here for it. I thought we were already a little bit spoiled with all of the aggression and action that we got in the winner bracket final, but it seems like it is contagious and has now moved down into the losers bracket. We're getting the same treatment here. Early game kills as everybody is just going for aggressive moves. And so far, it's kind of fun. So, yeah, Copenhagen gets attacked here again. We have Jaina still in the middle, with all of the wave clear that she, of course, brings too. And we're getting the unstable poison. Genji. Careful, bro. And here's the taunt. There's the taunt for Varian, and that's where the real fun starts. Benny is already lurking in the shadows here, just waiting for a victim to come over. Alright, there's the taunt on Sylvanas. A little bit of a lockdown, but nah, that was no damage dealer here. That could have helped them. But Hazu is actually coming in just in time to secure the kill after all. Sweet. I like it. Gotta apologize, I was doubting him. I thought he couldn't rotate fast enough, but nope, he made it in and they got the kill. Hoga is just ping-ponging around on the right side as they're getting the Bruiser camp. And at the bottom of the map, Bright being the only one that's currently sitting tight here. Already, we have them moving for another kill. Obedi is at least hoping that he's gonna get another one. This is pretty much just a little bit like bring your daughter to school day. This is what's happening here. Varian is bringing Anduin and is trying to show him how it's done, but you can already see how it's just a massive disappointment. Anduin gets killed right away, and Varian is just sitting there. It's like, I told you, don't die. It's like, you gotta get the kill. So, yeah. It must be disappointing. So we got Varian at the front, just trying to show Anduin how you actually wield the sword properly and how you move in and taunt some of these plebs, and that's exactly what he's doing time and time again, and he gets a kill immediately. But as soon as he has to watch out for the offspring, it's getting real troublesome, as you can see. So yes, Benny is able to get another kill with his boys. Yasuo is back now with Anduin. A couple of turn-ins have happened too. We have 22 against 27 stacks, and a nice push in the middle of the map, as they are now using that Bruiser camp to take some of those towers and gates down. So yes, off we go. Another taunt, another lock, and they look for damage, but they can't quite get it yet. Benny gets saved. Yeah, and it might be good for something after all. But look at the rest of the red team. They're really low, and Dark Raider, aka Drakia, is going to die. Alright, so they got the kills. Menaldor also has to be real cautious because he nearly got Hanzo'd. That was pretty close. In the meantime, Benny, ooh, what a rare and unique mount that he has. It is so rare. It's so unique. Woo. Beautiful. Uses it to jump in, get the taunt. They get the stun. I really think they should have switched the target to Brightwing. I honestly don't know why they kept it on Genji. Well, maybe that's why. Yeah, that didn't really work out as Genji was hoping, so that jump came at the wrong moment. I really thought if they switched it over to Brightwing, they might have been able to even get both kills. But even that one alone was already kind of nice. So yeah, pretty sweet play that has been made there. But they are now, of course, trying with the first web wave to also get some structural damage in. Trying to break through that wall. Hogger at the bot lane is, by the way, taken down by Blaze and by Jaina, as the two are going tag team style on the Fleabag. Stun and slow, a little bit too much for him to handle. So a couple of gems already lost, and it seems like they're gonna lose structures too. Yep. At the same time, that mid fort is not looking too good either. They're losing 2 forts to the first Web Weaver push. Yeah, you're gonna be in for a lot of pain, boys. That's not gonna be an easy game for you, I can tell you that much. Losing some games, some gems at the bot lane, that's already a problem, but now we have level 10. And yeah, Ring of Frost. They also got the arrow, and they can just wait for another quick stun. Hazu's already turning in. I mean, they're already getting ready for the next turn, and they don't have the gems yet, but they're working on it. But the red team, they just can't do anything until they have their own heroic abilities. So yeah. There's the taunt on Sylvanas, just a wave used, and Brightwing is forced to phase shift in. While at the same time, the brothers are fighting against each other. Brother against brother. But one of them is cheating because he's getting some reinforcements. So yeah, Jaina's moving in for that. Copenhagen also rushing out. And there we go. There's the ring, there's the stun, and there is a shield. Arrow a little bit too early. Little bit too early. There's the save. Light bomb is now also available for Anduin. Picked that one a bit late. But yep. And, well, this could have been a kill against Jojo, but this time they saved her. Nicely done. I mean, again, that wasn't really... That would have been a bit of a problem. It's still a problem because now we got another turn in for the blue team. So they're going to push this even further. Alright, let's see. Top side in particular. Drakia still... sitting tight there, and Hanzo, oh, Genji, protected by the way. A little bit in trouble here for just a moment. And Varian is all alone at the bottom of the map, going full man mode. Actually, he just wants to show off his rare and unique mount. That's the only reason why he's there. He's now yeah, I mean, definitely. Look at him. He's riding to the left, he's riding to the right, left, right, top, left. He just wants to show off his mount. I mean, Benny, come on. Like, bitch, please. It's like, look what I have. Stun in the taunt, light bomb, and they still can't take Jojo. They really want her, don't they? So, yeah. We now have the push through the middle and bot lane. As the forts have already been destroyed, they're trying to aim for the walls on the keep. But they just can't get that kill against Johanna. They've been trying over and over again to get it, and it hasn't worked out for them yet. So, yeah. The arrow comes in, connects with 2, there's the taunt, and the ring! Beautiful explosion. That is how you set a combo like this up. You have the taunt, you have the arrow, and then just afterwards you get the Ring of Frost through. Hazu had absolutely no trouble to get the kill in. They got a talent advantage over the cats now, and it will lead to a destruction of the fort. They might even get another kill here. At least trying. Stun, 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 stun. Genji protected at the end of the day, but they really, really want that fort, don't they? That keep, and they are going to get it. Yes, there it is. But again, this is the kill that led to all of it. And just look how well they coordinated this. I mean, that was just so well done by them. The arrow, the taunt, and then just after that, immediately the ring. And that was just an insta-snipe. 8 kills to 3. And it's noteworthy that there wasn't a single objective yet for the cats. And obviously, Oxygen Esports would love to keep it that way. So they currently try to dissuade them from going for the top turning point. Yeah, another interrupt. I mean, they got the boys here. They have taken the camp, so everything is going in their favor right now. They go again for Jojo, body blocking her a little bit. Light bomb, and this time it's a kill. Took him long enough, but this time it's a kill. The arrow, oh my god, beautiful. What a beautiful combo for the triple kill, and they are going for, I want to say the core, but they're actually realizing that the death timers are a little bit too low, so instead I think they might go for the boss. Have a look at this one. I mean, this was just so well done. They're jumping out of harm's way after Jojo dies and are trying to escape here. And then the arrow, just so well timed by Hazu. Insta-pops Brightwing, and then Sylvanas gets killed as the Ring of Frost cuts her for a path of retreat. 11 kills to 3. Game number 1, absolutely showcasing again how strong Oxygen Esports is in these matches. They're going for another 4-tier top side. And they're working on the next turn in. 50 gems available to them. If they can turn all of them in, they're only missing 10. And Blaze has been taking camp after camp. Go for Genji. But this time they can't get the kill right away. But it's not easy for him to turn in or make any kind of play. Every single time he moves in, he gets taunted right away. Varian is absolutely vicious when he taunts people. He always jumps in and whispers in Genji's ear, "Your brother is much cooler than you." And Genji just can't handle it. He has to attack him. I mean, wouldn't you? So, yeah. Hanzo is also trying to prove him right every time it happens and immediately gets the damage out. But now level 16 talents are ready. And they can go for another hit at the top and assume that Ford is gonna get wrecked easily. Yep. Time to say goodbye to the top structure. And there's the trade. Boss gets taken, Genji turns in, and they need a few more gems, but I guess somebody else is now going to move down to the bot lane and deal with it. Maybe not? I really expected that they would go for the standard trade. Just turn in, get your web weavers, your opponent takes the boss, and then you defend boss while they defend the web weavers. But yeah, I think we're still going to get it. Alright, Jojo moved in a bit late, but they still do it. You do it really late though. So I'm not so sure if they might just push with the top for the keep. Blaze is the only one that's currently defending in the middle of the map. But there's a chance that they're just trying to use the level 16 talent and going for it. The web weavers should be easily taken down with the help of Jaina. The fight's still going on. Blaze is here. Jet propulsion. Yeah, and there's the arrow. These arrows are on point today. They absolutely are. Hazu with another ring, gets 2, and that's a double kill. That's a triple kill. That's a quad kill. Yeah, they are dropping them where they stand, and now they try to go straight for the core. Here's the play. Once again, first the shockwave attempt, then the ring comes out. 2 get connected, and then after that, they're just destroying the rest of the team here. Well done. 15 kills to 3. Easy win for Oxygen Esports in game number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Absolutely no contest. They dominate from start to finish and are able to take the Cats down. The lead in the best of 5 series goes to the blue team. GG. Well played.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Game number 2, Dragonshire, the second map of the best of 5 series, everybody. And boy, oh boy, did Oxygen Esports open this one up with a bang. They dominated from start to finish. These sniper compositions with Varian are just so crazy good when they're executed properly. And no matter what you say about Oxygen Esports, if they know one thing, then it is how to make these plays. Benny has been playing, as I said, Varian time and time again. They were one of the teams that brought that comp back. And honestly, if you're playing in an amateur team, for example, this is one of the easiest combos that you can go for. You just pick Varian, you pick a follow-up stun, usually it's coming from a support, and some burst damage. And you train that a little bit in quick matches, in Hero League, whatever it is, and then you try and apply that into your amateur series. And then you just start swapping heroes out a little bit. Instead of Varian, you try to play it with Muradin and a Stormbolt. So there's so many different variations of that particular style that you can play, and especially with Varian, it's very, very powerful. So when it comes to learning how to coordinate plays properly, this is one of the things that you can definitely do in order to make things a little bit better for yourself and for your team here. But as you just saw, Oxygen Esports has that down to a T. Now, we got Johanna and Hogger as the first picks for them this time. Again, the same ban pattern as we already discussed earlier from the Cats. They are taking care of Sergeant Hermann of Lucio. Whereas for the Cats themselves, we now have Blaze, Genji, and Rhaegar locked in quickly. So, yep. Nicely done. And of course, what are we getting for the last couple of bans here? Dragonshire is also an interesting one in the sense that we haven't really seen the map a whole lot in the tournament. I think we saw a couple qualifiers with Dragonshire as a map, but if I'm not mistaken, then it hasn't been played in the playoffs yet. So oftentimes it's just the rotations that are super important here. That's where Genji is going to be very important for the red team, so that you can attack the top lane a bit more aggressively. This is the map where also Rexa is oftentimes played, with Hogger already claimed and Blaze on the side of the Cats. Don't really think that we're going to see him But he's called the King of Shire for a reason. There were times where he had consistently bans on Rexa because he's just so good at that top lane control of the shrine. Now the question is also, what is Nick gonna play here again? First we're starting with Hazu on Hanzo, and we get the old man. So Deckard Cain gets taken by Yasu, which leads us very quickly to the final 2 picks for the red team in their attempt to bring the series back and take a map of Oxygen Esports. Now keep in mind, if they lose the series, they are 4th place in the tournament, which is still very respectable. And that's also what a lot of people would argue where they currently belong. The top 3 in Europe have been for a long time now. Team the Hardos and the Bang Bush. So now Oxygen Esports, Chili Mountain and them. And apparently they're going to try and give them a taste of their own medicine with Varian locked in, and we got Lunara too. Lunara, Genji following up on Varian here. What is Nick gonna play now? Cats are obviously not really happy with that 4th place spot, you know, so they want to break into the top 3. And they have a chance here, but it's not going to be easy to take Team Oxygen Esports down, as you could see on the last map, so they're going to try that again. It is Urel. Okay, so triple frontline, Johanna, Hogger, and Urel. Map number 2, it's Shire. Let's go, everybody. The Cats, once again, against Oxygen Esports. Bad Benny on Johanna. We got Hans on Hogger, aka Nick. Copenhagen is playing Urel. Hazops on Hanzo. And Yasu on Deckard Cain. Towards the right side of the map, it's the Cats with Captain Rex on Rhaegar. Hornio, Mr. Octa himself, playing Varian. We got Hirath on Lunara. Meneldor on Blaze. And Drakir is playing Genji. Okay. Second map of the series. The best of 5 continues, and the blue team is gonna try and get ahead with a 2-0. Can they pull it off? That's the question. Red team is of course gonna try and now put a point onto the board. As we have a Varian here, trying to get to level 4 as quickly as possible so that he can start insulting people and make them attack him. Triple frontline is going to be a little bit harder to take down. I mean, of course, Lunara can poke a lot, but still. Benny is going to take to the front here. It's all about vision right now. This is a rotational map. You can really out-rotate an opponent here. If anything, I'm a little bit surprised that we have absolutely 0 globals taken. Some, of course, were banned out. 11 hit points. 11 hit points for Varian as he makes it past the gate. And Benny, if not for that trade, he would have maybe even died. I like the spray game though. Went straight for the spray here. Good for him. In Copenhagen now. With a money pick. Yeah. Best mount in the game. A piece of bacon that shits money. What else do you want? It doesn't get better than that. It absolutely doesn't get better than that. You can eat it, and you can pay for things, and you can ride it into battle. I mean, there's still rumors out there that there is a bit of bad piece of code around the money pick, and that players that ride it have a tiny lead in, like a tiny advantage in speed, and also in stats. That it gives you a bit of a stats advantage when it's equipped. Just a couple percentage point. And, well, to the day, I don't know if it's true or not. I can neither confirm nor deny, you know? It might just have happened. Who knows? But some of the best players in this game are riding the money pick. Coincidence? Personally, I don't think so. I don't think so. But yeah, 1 kill already, so we get Genji out. He's the first one to fall. Seems like the blue team is very determined to continue exactly where they left off on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So now they're breaking through the bot lane and taking the wall down. And they want to take down a bit more than only that, don't they? Varian darting in. Be careful what you ask for, my friend. Yeah. Benny's down, but they got Rhaegar too. Benny down, Rhaegar down. And the siege giants are still alive, which is probably the more important part here. Once again, of course, taunt. Yeah, we still get every now and then people in those games that actually don't realize that, but whenever you have Varian in a competitive game, it's always taunt. I honestly can't even remember the last time we've seen anything else but taunt for Varian on his level 4 in a competitive match that meant anything. Where the teams weren't just trolling or one team was just so unbelievably outclassing the other that they could have literally played the Butcher and won the game. So I know it hasn't made this little piece of knowledge hasn't made its way towards Quick Match yet, but Taunt is like the only talent and is by far the most powerful for him. Nothing made me laugh more than when they actually buffed Varian a little bit and Reddit user said, oh, maybe now Taunt is finally viable. That was one of the saddest and one of the funniest things that I've ever read there. But it was just like, Jesus Christ, like how ignorant can you be? But yeah, either way, Hazu at the bottom of the map. Oh, he nearly nibbled on him. But yeah, they can't take the Dragon Knight just yet. Now we got 2 kills to 1. The teams are both on level 7 now, but of course these rotations are still all taking place as especially the blue team is able to take a lot of these structures down. So they've already eliminated a few of the towers, they've taken a couple of the gates down, and I don't think that it's possible for the Cats to just yet get an objective here. They're going to try to hold on to the top shrine as much as they can though. And Hanzo is now at the bottom of the map, also going to do his thing. Whereas Genji is a bit low, and that Swift Strike came just in the nick of time. That would have been a problem, for sure. So yeah, they're taking both of the shrines again, and Jojo's already sitting in the middle of the map. So there's all of a sudden an opportunity for Oxygen Esports to get the first Dragon Knight of the game. Now they gotta hurry though, if they really want to make this happen, and yeah, no. Lunara retakes. She retakes at the bottom of the map. And it's still that wave clear battle between the two teams. 2 kills to 1. Oh, there's the taunt. There's the Swift Strike. And Horga still pokes away. Ding, 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 ding. Back into the fight. Alright, so Mr. Ding Dong himself now going for the Siege Giants down here. Even experience for the two teams. So there's that. And I love how the Cats are now also using their Siege Giants to create that moment at the bottom of the map that allows them to take the wall down. So it's not only the blue team that is going for big damage on those structures. Then again, Urel is at the top lane and she's very much alone right now. Blaze is moving over to prevent the worst from happening, but she's already done a lot of work there. And here's the level 10 abilities. Yeah, no surprises. We get in this case, ooh, Lulnado again. Yeah, that's actually something that they're playing a little bit more with lately. Of course, once that these locks on a single target are happening, that gives Deckard Cain a few more options to try and prevent the kill from happening. But normally it's the full sleeper setup that we're getting from him. Stay a while and get wrecked. Today nobody's gonna get wrecked by Deckard Cain. He's just gonna lull them around a little bit. Yeah, Benny, careful. Horga pulled by Horga. It's a 4 versus 4 down here. And oh boy, this is starting to get dicey. Benny is once again re-engaging, but the Horga kill has already happened. And thanks to Rega and his heals, they were able to keep everybody alive. And guess what? Hazu finds himself in a real shitty spot down here. This is like, team, help! He needs healing, and he needs it quickly, but he doesn't get any. No way. Okay, thank God. I mean, honestly, at this point, it would have been just a massive meme if he really made it out of there. But they get the kill. It was, at the end of the day, the Lunara damage that did it. So, once again, we have the fort attacked. And so far, so good. I mean, the Cats are starting to take the entire bottom fort down. They have it already at 50% HP. They might not be able to get the entire thing. But there it is. On the one hand, Lulnado really offends me personally. I'm a huge book rat. I really, really love to read. And then seeing books just being used like that, that's just like, yeah. Then again, I'm using a Kindle, so what do I know? I was, by the way, the biggest Kindle hater ever. Oh, beautiful arrow. Nice. Horda pulled. Trying to go for Bambi. And yes, she's dead. Bambi is down. Bambi was actually a boy. Every now and then I have to throw that out again. But Bambi was a boy. And there are the people out there that are like, duh, doofus, of course it's a boy. Don't you remember the final scene of the movie? And the answer is, no, I don't. I watched it as a kid. That was a long, long time ago. So no, I didn't remember that. I always thought that Bambi was a girl. I don't know why. Yeah, so half the people are always like, duh, and the other half is like, what are you talking about? You take that back. So yeah. But anyways, Lunara is down. And yeah, as I said, I was actually a Kindle hater because I always said, I need the feel, you know, like a real book. Yeah, and then I went traveling to Australia and was getting tired of lugging books around the entire time. Got myself a Kindle at some point. It was just like, holy shit, that stuff is awesome. So if you've never had an e-reader, can heavily recommend. And no, tablets don't count. Not the same thing in the slightest. Dragonite number 1, he's already crushing it. Mid lane fort is down, destroys the wall over here too. Genji following up on it, gets a bit of an ass kicking for his troubles. Yep, Dragonite as usual, trying to go for the NFL punting team. And they're not only taking the fort down in the mid lane, nope. Top side is also getting destroyed. Well done, Oxygen Esports. 2 forts out of the first objective. What more can you ask for? Well, a kill or 2. So yeah, there it is. Genji is down. And here we are. But yeah, with the same thing, we now have 6 kills to 3. Benny is moving in for the camp, and they can't really fight for this as long as Genji isn't here. So they're really starting to be afraid. You can see the cats just like running away and being like, yeah, we don't really want to face off against them until Genji is back. So, as I say, they take the fight, but Lul Nado prevents the camps from being claimed. So, yeah, nicely done. Alright, so they are able to get the Siege Giants. By the way, look at the Space Goat. Top side, just pushing it again. And taking the gate down, taking a tower down. Ah, jeez, they are really getting the pain train started. So, for now, with 6 kills to 3, they also take a lead in experience again with the level 16 talent. And it's getting real tricky here for the cats. Not only are they 1.5 levels behind, but more importantly, they don't have a single fort left anymore. They lost every single fort. Okay. Well, down to the bottom of the map. Benny again moving in with the team. Arrow. Ooh, yeah, that one. Oof, that goes straight to China. Holy cow, look at that. Yeah, that is flying all the way over Mother Russia and is arriving straight in China. Bambi is dead, Lunara is down, and they go for the next kill. At least they're trying to. Okay, so this is getting nasty. It really is. 7 kills to 3 doesn't really sound that crazy, but if you're also looking at the gap in experience, it's a pretty different story. Yeah, I gotta say that for the cats to come back here, they definitely need that level 16 talent, because before that I don't see them having a chance in a team fight. And with another Dragonite being taken, yeah, that one is gonna hurt. 11 minutes in, so yeah. Obviously scaling towards the late game. It's only the second one, but there's a good chance that they're gonna lose the first keep now. So this is gonna hurt one way or another. But anyways, top side is now getting attacked. Oh, they're going for Nick, and they nearly got him. That was a lot of explosive damage that they busted out. But, yep, we got the Dragonite now in the middle of the map. And they should be able to get that keep. They're still trying to poke it a bit. But once again, Lunara is spending more time dead than alive. She's dead again, so is Rhaegar. They go for Menaldor. It's another kill. And goodbye, boys. Only Hogger has a counter kill. Genji is trying his best here. But it seems like Oxygen Esports is identifying as a train, because they're absolutely driving over the cats here. They are crushing them. The keep is gone, the cats are all dead, or at least most of them. And now the easy rotation to the bottom of the map. Not sure if they can get the keep here, but they can definitely take that wall down and prep for the next onslaught. They are murdering. 35,000 damage for Lunara, 42,000 for Hogger. Benny on the move back out, 10 kills to 4 now. And they're only a level away from the Storm Talons on 20. And of course that means that the cats have to attack now. They finally have the level 16 talent. It's the only chance that they have to fight with even talents. So here comes the Blessed Shield. They go for Varian. Instead, the focus on Genji, who Swift strikes out just as the Ancestral protects him. Damn, son. Yeah, this is getting nearly impossible to bring back. They have half a level left. Half a level. After that, I don't think that they can take this. Once level 20 talents are available for Oxygen Esports, I mean, we're looking at a 2-level advantage right now. So when they have level 20, it's going to take them minutes until they have even talents. Unless they are somehow able to snag somebody up that is isolated on the map and maybe is side lane pushing, it's not happening. So, yeah. Bottom of the map, they already got a double camp that they lined up here. They want that keep. And the timing is perfect. You have a catapult, and they obviously synced those siege giants up with the bruiser camp. Took both. This is why those lanes, the lane that is always the most important on any map is the lane that has the most mercenary camps traveling through it. So here we see exactly why, because you can stack these mercenary camps. Arrow is in, level 20 talents available, and they are doing work on that bottom keep. If they are getting a few kills here, they might just march towards the core. But the keep is gone, Varian is in trouble, but he is still able to move out. But they are on the run. You can run, but you can't hide. 2 keeps are already gone. Level 20 to level 18. They start to make their play for the core. They zone them away. And the shield is falling. And it's falling quickly. Varian, again, having problems here. But they're trying to go for the kill on Urel and they can't get it. She pops the ult though, uses the cooldown. And the core shield has nearly been completely removed now. So they're still trying to get some damage in. Nick then again is nearly dead. So if they get that kill, but they don't, they lose Blaze. And Nick is still pogging it in, taking Genji down. They go for Bambi, they go for Varian. And this is going to be a 5-man team wipe. Everybody dead. The cats have been drowned. This is a game. A 2-0 lead for Oxygen Esports before we're heading into the 3rd game of the series. Looking fantastic in this best of 5 in the losers bracket. Another victory for the blue team, this time here on Shire. Gun of Terror, the 3rd map coming up now. And well, so far it has been the Oxygen Esports show. They have been crushing it. And you can really tell that they're not only here to win the game as quickly as possible, they also want to make a bit of a statement. And if they move on, they would face off against the Bang Bush in the next round of the tournament. And I gotta be honest with you, it would be awesome to see that series. Because after what the Bang Bush did in the winner bracket, I cannot wait to see them play again. And the battle between Oxygen Esports and the Bang Bush would be just fantastic. I would imagine that this is gonna take place on a similar level on what we saw between Bang Bush and Chili Mountain. And that's just the dream right there. Now, as we're already heading in, we got, again, the ban on, I suppose, Lucio now. Unless you want to first pick him yourself, ban him. It's Garden of Terror after all. Alright, they ban him out. There's no way you're giving Yasuo Lucio on Garden of Terror of all maps. I mean, come on. So Brightwing gets banned. We got Sergeant Hammer and Lucio as usual. And here comes the Maiev ban instead. Now, globals. Falstad, Dehaka, still important here. And I wouldn't put it past Oxygen Esports to also, again, throw a little bit of a curveball. Keep in mind that they have been playing things like the Vikings in the past. Doesn't mean that you have to here, but it's definitely an option. Now, one of the things that we've also seen quite a couple of times now is stuff like, hey, let's pick a Sylvanas and pick another hero that can push the side lanes. And then let's just, yeah, push on 2 lanes on one of the biggest maps that we have in the pool. Jojo and Dehaka, so there's our global already. You could even come in and ban out Falstad if you want to make sure that they don't have a global available. Now there are, of course, another couple of potential heroes that you could pick. ETC with a stage dive, Samuro, a few others, but all of them have huge downsides that normally don't make up for the advantage of having a global in your team. So Falstad could be a ban if they're just trying to macro ban something out, but then you can also still try and come in and target somebody, specifically Sylvanas again for the side push. I actually thought they would pick her. I thought at this point it would be a fantastic hero for them to take. But then again, plenty of damage dealers still available. Hanzo could be taken again, just to name one. But yeah, game number 3, best of 5 series. So if they take it here, Hanzo gets banned. Yeah, so much for playing Hanzo, right? But Genji is still up. Could go Genji, Anduin if you wanted to. I mean, there's plenty. I mean, you never know what Nick is gonna pick. So they go for Jaina again. Jaina, so of course, she has one advantage that she really helps you with the camp clear too. She's really, really good at taking camps. And since Garden of Terror is all about taking camps, that's also the reason why Hogger gets picked so early. I mean, with Hogger, Blaze, they're already signaling that they are going to try and play a triple frontline with the real main tank now coming in as well. Which means that your damage dealer really has to be able to pack a punch. So, yep, there we go. And, well, let's see. What are we getting? Tyrael and Cassia! Okay, Blaze, Tyrael, and Hogger. And Cassia is the main damage dealer for them. And what is Nick picking? It's kind of amusing to always like double check what Nick is gonna go for, because he always comes up with some new stuff. And he just gets bored and he's like, alright, let's get something new out here. First it was his Kerrigan, his Medivh, his Tyrael, Sergeant Hammer when he brought it back. I mean, you name it. It's Garrosh. Alright, so we got Johanna in a side lane position. They go for triple front line 2, and Johanna is going to be played as a bit of an offlaner. Garden of Terror, everybody! The third and maybe even the final map of the series here at the X Cup Summer Playoffs. So let's go Oxygen Esports once again against the Cats. The third and maybe even the last game in the series we got on the left side. Actually, they didn't swap it over. Garrosh is played by Nick, so we are apparently not seeing that side lane Johanna that we had oftentimes played in past matches. But instead, Garrosh is played by Nick, which already gets me excited because we are going to get some kind of twist to it. Hazops is playing Jaina again, Copenhagen Dehaka, and Yasu is playing Deckard Cain. To the right side of the map, Captain Rex on Rega, we got Hornio on Tyrael. Dark Reader with the charged strikes playing Cassia, Meneldo on Blaze, and Hirath is playing Hogger. Okay, off we go. Definitely going to be a little bit of an adjustment here by Nick. I thought we'd swap it around a bit. So we got the Warbreaker on level 1. I mean, it's always the same. If you're playing a hero outside of the role where he's usually getting played, you can also adjust the talent build accordingly. We're seeing that on Tyrael time and time again lately. And we've had it on other heroes too. Ults in particular are usually chosen depending what kind of role you're feeling within the team. But now that we're having such a heavy front line, yeah, we'll see where they get with that. Seems like Meneldo is actually able to escape this one. So, yeah, get some assist. Well, maybe not. He got some assist from Captain Rex, but this is it. This is the end of the road for Blaze. So he's down. Goodbye, dear friend. It was nice. Nice knowing you. But yeah, it's time for the camp clear here. So let's see how many of the camps they can get quickly. We already have the same thing happening over here. As I already said, Jaina is just awesome for that. Lot of quick burst damage and AoE that she can get out to help with camps, especially then later on in the game. Copenhagen is already waddling his way over towards the Siege Giant camp just to check if somebody is already in the process of trying to grab it. If he can maybe make a play. Instead, they're now going to the top. And they have a 3-man here. It's a 3 versus 3, but the 4th hero is coming. Not sure if they can really take this. It's a 4 versus 3 right now, and they are trying to throw heroes out with Nick, and so far he's not only thrown an opponent out, but also tried to save one, but I guess that's going to be the end of Garrosh. Garrosh is dead, and Cassia might have overstepped in the attempt to take the Haka down. She gets away. But already the opportunity for 2 kills on the sides of the Cats. So yeah, playing a little bit more aggressive here. We have up at the top side now the wall about to be taken down. Jaina alone is not going to be able to deal with all of that. And the level 4 talents are ready. Ruby, once again, the Indomitable. That one doesn't change here at all. And down to the bottom of the map we get Drakir. Defending for now level 10, 10 stacks on the Brute Force on level 4. And a lead for the Cats. Cats are a bit ahead here. First seed is also soon to be claimed. I suppose that the Cats are going to be the one to lock that one in at the bot lane. First they're getting their Siege Giants. The ones that Dehaka was trying to maybe even steal early on today. But yeah, either way. Now that we're getting our next flip, Tyrael has to be careful. That's, by the way, a great hint. I like that one. The red variation of the Seraphim skin and then also like the tint, this is pretty sexy. I'm not quite sure if I would endorse that particular mount combination. I think there's probably a few that are a bit better. I'm sure he has a rare and unique mount somewhere, but generally speaking, really, really nice one. Tyrael has some really awesome skins. Drag here getting attacked and still able to work at least some damage in, so they saved him again. I gotta say that Captain Rex on Rhaegar is really playing on point. By the way, it's just amusing to me. Captain Rex has been playing tons and tons of Rhaegar. It's definitely one of his preference picks. And the name is, of course, fantastic. If you are called Rex and then you're playing a dog, I mean, how much better can it get? So the meme potential there is just absolutely endless. But either way, it's a kill against Hogger. So Oxygen Esports, they got another one. Still trying to pressure through the camps here, and we have another seed popping up in just a few seconds. Benny, he has to hold the lane against 2. A big problem for him right now. Intimidation on Garrosh. I mean, I'm already thoroughly intimidated whenever I look at the composition that they're playing with pretty much 3 frontliners. Are you kidding me? Ho ho ho, Benny. Yeah, not even close, my friend, right? And a good flip from Nick straight into tower range costs Cassia her life. Job well done. And he's still trying to help and get more stuns. And Jesus, that amount of CC that we're seeing here is insanely annoying. But with Rhaegar arriving, they know that they won't be able to get the kill. Not against the sustain that he brings and offers. So yeah. Another seed is up and Dehaka is immediately there and doing his thing. Okay. Down to the bottom of the map though. Nick still holding the line. Cassia currently at 6,000 damage. Pretty much the same that Blaze has. Then you look over to Dehaka with the 8k. And even Garrosh. There's already some really nice numbers there. So once again, bot lane 1v1. Meneldor. Lift with the knees, babies! Lift with the knees! Ah, no lifting here. Yeah, Garrosh would actually be an incredible... Oh, careful. Yeah, dumm gelaufen. I mean, literally. That was the worst position or the worst path that he could take, I thought. And then they lose Jojo instead of getting the... What? Are you kidding me? What is this fight? Nick is dead. 2-3 heroes down on the side of the blue team. Make it 4. Guys, they're 5-man wiping. Cassia walked into that gap. They didn't completely focus her. Pretty much thought, yeah, she's dying anyways. And then they lost 4 heroes. Yeah, okay. That just happened. I mean, look at this battle. She's not dead. She's not dead. She's still not dead. They're turning it around. And then the blondies die. Jojo and Jaina both fall. Cassia finally is also dead. But she nearly escaped. When Nick threw her out, it looked for just a moment as if she would be able to walk away. That would have been the ultimate meme. If Nick would have saved her with that little move there. Now we got level 10 abilities on both teams. But oh my god. Yeah. Oh, poor Rhaegar. Poor doggy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, Rhaegar down. Cassia gets attacked again. Lulnado is already out. And... that Jaina flip. But with the Hoarder pull, he's able to get out. It's always kind of annoying when you need to use your heroic ability in order to get out of a fight. But yeah, at least he survives. So, 2 of the seats have been claimed by the blue team. And right now, bot map is attacked again. And up at the top, we got still the lane. I mean, they're controlling the lane as best as they can. There's a couple of towers that have been taken down. Don't want to lose your fort, of course. It's just simple minion pressure. But it's 7 kills to 4. Judgment for Tyrael. That honestly is a little bit of a surprise in the sense that we have Tyrael in this case played as a main tank and not as one of these side laners or assassins. So normally then you see Sanctification and not Judgment. Now you can obviously go Judgment still, but yeah, it's always a little bit iffy. They have Hogger together too, so it's a triple front line. We'll see what they can do with that. If they are able to get some kills in reliably or not. With the next seed being up, they could try and make a play for it. I mean, they got level 13 talents after all, the red team that is. But yeah, so once again, There's the play. They're starting to jump in and ring. Seems like Drakia is dead. And I'm not sure if that Ancestral is really meant for Hogger. This could be that Cassia was the intended target initially. Either way, Cassia's down. Rhaegar nearly died. And they got the free wall. They have to send somebody topside or they're going to lose their photo. And of course, we're also fighting for the Garden Terrors now. One interrupt. I assume that's all that they're going to get here. Unless they kill Benny. And they do. So Benny is down. Lulnado or no... Lulnado or no Lulnado? That is much harder to say than I thought. Jesus. Half a tongue twister there. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Okay, there we go. Alright, so they're trying to go for the next one. Already moving... Judgment! You have been judged. You are ugly. And Garrosh is dead. Ugly and dead. It's a double strike against them. 8 kills to 6. And the cats are fighting back. As I'm telling you, these boys are looking to get a point onto the board. They are not happy to go down with an 0-3. They're gonna try to pull off the reverse sweep that Bang Bush was hoping for earlier today. They got the seed, so it's 2 seeds for each team. So Oxygen Esports is struggling a bit more than they probably expected here. It looked great, by the way, when the seed was spawning. They had the kill, they had everything going in their favor. And now they are starting to fall a little bit farther behind. And it's 15 to 15 in the moment, so we have even levels. Quest on level 4 for Hogger is nearly completed. It's not going to take long for him. And this is going to be the seed that will spawn the first Garden Terror. Nice, the ring, and a double connect, a triple connect with the ring. But can they get the kills? The bunker is up and is saving most of them. Once again, it's Cassia that's in trouble, and she makes it out. But everybody is dropping low here. And another flip from Garrosh as he's moving in for a kill. Benny is low and also has to retreat, but thanks to Nick playing Garrosh, they got 2 tanks in the mix. It's unbelievable to me that nobody died. Like, nobody in this team fight was killed. So here come the Garden Terrors. I'm gonna try and play with that. 16 talents in a few seconds for Oxygen Esports. It's gonna help their push. But yeah, and Jaina is also nearly done with the quest. That will give her the ice block. Oh, talking Jaina. Oh yeah, they really want that kill, and I think this one they're gonna get. Cassia's down, Jaina's quest is completed, and poor Hogger has to pork out here. There's no chance for him. Yeah, they are already trying to slow him with Jaina being thrown forward. And she gets the slow, they get the stun, and Hogger is dead. Didn't have the cooldown anymore to get out of this one either. So now the fort at the bot lane is a guaranteed kill. They're gonna get one in the mid lane through the rotation, I assume. Whereas top side, another one is about to fall. Cassia, 31,000 damage, 36,000 for Hogger, and we get 29,000 for Garrosh. 29,000 damage for Garrosh. He's the top damage on the side of Oxygen Esports. Even outshining Jaina. And yes, this fort is not going to make it either. Structures all over the place. Taken down. Easy peasy. Garrosh, by the way, also died 3 times. So let's not forget about that. It's one thing to get damage. It's a completely different thing if you have to trade your life every single time that you're getting a bulk of it. Alright, they're checking it out. All the forts are destroyed. Every single fort has been taken down. Yeah. I feel a little bit sorry for Hogger. Every single time he pops his nose out, he's immediately attacked. That's a long distance judgment, and the Hoarder pull is right there. Deckard is gonna die. Deckard is down. Nice Ancestral on Hogger. That was pitch perfect. Nicely done, but the fight isn't over yet. Of course, without a support, you won't be able to sustain yourself through the battle for much longer, but if they get a quick kill in somehow, then they have a chance. Hazu already playing around with the ice block, but they still can't get the kill. And Rhaegar keeps everybody alive. Look at this. They are so low, but they're still in play. Rhaegar with one wave after another, and that Ancestral that he dropped earlier was also incredible. So everyone alive for the cats as they are chasing a 3rd kill. Nick is trying to get out here, and he might be able to escape, but with the jet propulsion stunning him out once again, he's not able to pull that off. So the cats are fighting back time and time again. Whenever you think that it's a big lead for Oxygen Esports that they won't be able to recover from, the red team makes the play, and gets back into the action. And that is the 4th time now that Garrosh has fallen. Yeah, Garrosh is really struggling here. I mean, he gets the damage connected, don't get me wrong, and he made a lot of plays, but at the same time, he is just getting murdered over and over again. They stole the camp. Lulnado and Dehaka. Oh my god. Oh, please don't tell me they're getting a kill now. These fuckers. Just as the cats think that they finally have something good going for themselves, the camp gets stolen by a Lornado. And after that, they're chasing Dehaka only for him to turn around, get a tongue drag, and kill Hogger. I mean, wow. That's just sad. I would be tilted. I would be so tilted. So now they don't even get the seed to get at least a Garden Terror wave. They lose it to Oxygen Esports, and sometimes this game is just unfair. Just mean. I mean, great play by Oxygen Esports, the blue team with some awesome plays, but yeah, this is just crazy. Okay, so another seed is spawning. The concern is the level 20 talent. That's the big problem. 23 stacks by now for Tyrael. And here we are. A third of a level until 20, and they're taking a camp. Well, they want to take a camp. They might not be able to. Dehaka's at the top, will probably have to join. Ring! Camp still not taken. No level 10. Dehaka is here. They want that camp. They fight for that camp. They throw everything on the camp. And Hogger is dead again. Judgment got dodged by the burrow. There's a double camp at the top already going for a keep. And Menaldor is also dead. So that is 2 heroes that are dying. That's another seed that will be taken by the blue team. And while all of this happens, they have to send people topside in order to stop this. And of course, level 20 is now available too. That gives us the Deadly Calm. We got Cold Snap. And the more Nados. I gotta admit that when it comes to level 20 talents, that one's pretty funny. The more Nados. Oh yeah, okay. I see what he did there. But alright, here we are. Keeps are getting attacked. They're going for the bot lane. And Dehaka is gonna go for the channel. Camp is also arriving. It's 2 seeds to 2. So once again, a position where the next seed is gonna get an objective for one of the 2 teams. Always assuming we're getting to that point, because with the keep now taken down, the teamfight victory would allow Oxygen Esports to go for the core. And that would then bring them straight to the next round of the losers bracket, where the Bang Bush is already waiting. But alright. Poor Blaze. They got level 20 though. So they have a level 20. The Angel of Justice. And we got the Farseer's Blessing. Yep, 54,000 damage from Cassia. 50,000 from Jaina. She's taken over in the top damage department for Oxygen Esports. But Garrosh is still at a respectable 45k. The only 2 that haven't fallen in this game are Tyrael and Dehaka. Only 2 survivors. Alright. And of course, the Global is playing a big role now. With the keep destroyed, Dehaka is pushing catapults towards the core. And the more they have to invest time to fight for the seeds, the more of a problem that is. Judgment! And there's the ring! The counter kill attempt! Jaina! The ice block, and she's still safe. Hogger poking hard, but not getting a kill for the team. And they're still looking to take somebody down, but they're just so unbelievably tanky with these 3 frontliners. So they're not able to get that. So, yeah, catapults already on the core pretty much. So that's happening. We're 17 minutes into the game, and it's still all about the seed up at the top. The channel, but the Lulnado is in action and is preventing it from happening. If they get those garden thingies, the garden terrors, then yeah, they are going to win this game. More keeps will fall. Red team needs to get kills. Another judgment, another ring. Cold Snap is just beautiful in a situation like this. So much cooldown reduction for Jaina. 2 kills are in, Cassia is down, Tyrael is dead, Meneldur falls, and so will Hogger. 4 heroes dead, we got the Garden Terrors. It will be a 3-0 victory for Oxygen Esports. No denying this anymore. Great performance by the blue team. They're treating this as a bit of a warm-up for the real measure of strength that will follow in the next round as they are going up against their Bang Bush. A move through the mid lane, straight toward the core, down to the bottom of the map. The Garden Terrors are already in position, and with 17 kills to 9, they are going for victory. Tyrael will be back, but there's absolutely no chance for him to have an impact here and prevent this from going down. Rhaegar isn't even trying. Judgment onto Jaina doesn't really do anything, obviously. He does his best, but this is game. A 3-0 victory as Oxygen Esports claims the match and moves on to the next round of the losers bracket to face off against the Bang Bush. GG, well played.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.